Okie dokie. I just had some coffee go down the wrong windpipe, so give me a moment. But yeah, I'm trying to stream again from my new location, uh, new apartment. It's this weird artist loft, so I'm still kind of getting it set up. Um, yeah, so I got one side of it's like all tech stuff, and then this other side I haven't even like messed with yet. So you can see I still have like moving moving boxes behind me, and yeah, just wanted to get back in the groove of things. I was streaming Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I think. Yeah, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So I'm gonna try to get back to that for a bit. I don't think I'll do a long stream today. Probably just till like noon or 1 o'clock. I just need to get back into this. I was hoping to have my app done like a month ago, but you know, life gets in the way, and things are starting to move forward with the festival that I'm trying to build this for, which is Neotropolis. So I want to get this out the door so that people can play with it this year. Um, yeah. Uh, that's all I got right now. So we got some code on the screen here. I keep looking over here because the one thing I did when I moved was updated my interface monitors. I got a new monitor stand, so I have like a bigger screen so I can actually read the chats this time. I wish I could break this out though. But it looks like they upgraded this where I could actually. Oh nope, can't even see it. Never mind, I take that back. They did not upgrade this. Let me fix this then. Oh, I got people joining already. Hi, Alan. Just started this stream again. I just moved to a new place, so I'm kind of like getting my setup going again. Moved to like more of a studio loft setup, so just started. Going to try and work on this app a little bit. Get it going. Let's see if I get these chats. I'm just trying to get my chat windows situated here. Let's see here. That should work. Basically, I'm just trying to do like a dual screen here. Hi, Danny. There we go. Now I can see things. Okay, cool. So I got that set up. So you can see here, I kind of started doing like this. We're trying to add a new feature. Let's actually get this going. Let's get this going. Oh, you guys can't see this. Let me move this to the right screen. I have another monitor that no one sees. That I'm looking up things. Why is this not going to that screen? I'm trying to drag. Let me just close everything. Blah. Sorry, I just started the stream, so I gotta get it all set up again. This is just not... Okay, can I move this to another window? No? Okay, whatever. Whatever, let's try open this again. Why did it do that? I did not want it to do that. Oh well. It's fine. Like, I just plugged in this laptop, so it's doing a bunch of weird stuff. Anywho. So I wanted to get this bigger, but let's make the screen bigger so you guys could actually see it on the stream. Make it nice and big. We'll even make it even bigger than that. Make it super big. Super chunky boy screen. There we go. Now we got nice big chunky boy screen there. Wow, that's pretty big. I didn't think it'd be that big. Okay. So I'm gonna do some commands here. Let's see the oh, that's on the yeah, got two chunk. There we go. Now I can see it, so you guys should be able to see. Oh, let's move this up a little bit. Right there, that's fine. Okay. Where are we? LS, CD. So I keep all my projects in a folder called development. And then this project we're looking at Tingo. This may be too big, but whatever. And then this, let's see, LS. And then we're gonna do see if I could just up tab. There it is. So we're gonna open up Tauri here. Tauri is the app. Basically, it lets us make web programs for your desktop. So what I'm trying to build ultimately is kind of like a WYSIWYG, kind of like a presentation software. So like I guess like Google Slides. So you can build a slide deck, but it has some database driven stuff behind it. So you could actually like load up tables dynamically and not just have like a screenshot of your table data. It's one of those things where it's like it's hard for me to describe unless I show it to people. So yeah. But like welcome to the chat. It's kind of crazy because like when I stream, I'm streaming to YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Which I usually don't get many viewers, but like I get a lot of viewers from TikTok, and then the people that talk are usually on Twitch. They don't usually talk on TikTok, so it's kind of wild to see that. But I'm trying to get like be better about like responding to chats. But anyways, this is our app so far. It's kind of interesting to me because like you can see I just made it full screen. It's kind of tiny on my screen right now because I've been messing with the resolution, so I'll probably play with that a little bit. But yeah, so basically what it is, you got these recent projects, right? So like this guy, when you click on this, you get the ability to modify things. So these are all kind of placeholders. So it says like node 1 2 3 4 5. So the idea is like you'll have inputs of like hotkey, for example, or like an input may be like someone fills out a form and then you do an action and they'll output to the screen. So the thing I'm working on right now is these kind of like this main window component. But we're doing that through a different interface. We're building out this kind of interface right now. So you can see we have like window 2 and new window. So right now you click this, and it kind of opens up a Google window here. So there's like a browser window. But then we're also trying to make it full screen. So it says hello world right here. So this is coming from the app. So what I'm working on right now is the reason why we have it this way is the idea is like if I was to drag this to like a different screen, so like I'm doing that right now, and I go full screen, it'll be full screen on that screen. So this is more for presentation setup right here. So I may end up making these buttons bigger now that I talk about it. But you can also see like we have new window, and window 2. So the idea is like you can have multiple presentations going to multiple screens at once. So this is like if you're doing the idea that like would be like maybe you're doing like a birthday party or a wedding or some sort of thing where you may want one screen which may be like a seating chart. You may have another screen which will just be like a list of like a timeline of events of things that are going to happen at your party. This will let you manage all those things at once is the goal. So that's where we're at right now. I have this go live button. I don't think this button does nothing right now. It just kind of toggles a setting. So we got a lot of work ahead of this view. And then there's one more view that we're going to still work on. Like this screen's blank right here. But we're also going to have to set up like a database editor. So the idea is like, well, the other thing is like, I don't think I even have it. Yeah, I don't even have it yet. I think this was the screen I was going to use that for. But essentially, we got to do like a Figma like view to like actually make your slides. I don't even have the ability to make slides in my slideshow builder yet. So lots to do. I was kind of thinking I'd get this done super fast, but now I'm like kind of in the weeds of it, and there's a lot of moving parts. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. Also, I see I have imp I don't know how you would say that, bod 777. So thanks for watching. Yeah, just gonna keep going a little further with this. I'm kind of just trying to hype myself up a little bit to get into the vibe. I think what we're gonna do though is we're gonna reiterate. I use Lucid Spark rather. So we're gonna log into that real quick. Hopefully I'm logged in. I'm logged in. So we're gonna review our timeline again. I like to just give myself like a reminder when I jump into this to see what the heck I've been doing. Though I kind of know what's next. I kind of like feel like I need to look at this. The whole thing is we have this event called Neotropolis at the end of April that we're kind of gearing towards. We initially wanted to get this done October, November. We're now late into November. So the idea is that we'll have like a basic POCs done by the end of this month. So we'll see where we end up there. It'd be nice to get that far. Realistically, I feel like this is all going to slip till beginning of the year. But we'll see how it goes. I know there's some other teams that are building stuff for Neotropolis, and their goal is to get stuff by end of this year as well, just to get things in people's hands. Not much to say about that just yet. Once I build out the POCs, I think we're good. So you can see on my little list here, there's two things I'm trying to build towards, which is a now serving proof of concept. POC is proof of concept, and a high score table proof of concept. So the now serving is literally just going to be a screen that says now serving 1, now serving 2, now serving 3. And then what will happen is in our app, you'll be able to drag and drop the rules of like how that now serving would work into here. So it'd be like user hits spacebar, action will be increment now serving value by 1. Output would be like there may not even be an output for that. It may just automatically know to present the output there. So this may be like this may end up being like something where it's like we switch screens or something like that. That may be like what you would have this piece for, but this is just an example of like the different nodes you could have. So I'm still kind of building this out. But like that's the idea is the now serving will be like the simplest thing. So like this screen that has nothing, we're gonna have to toss in just the ability to set a background color, set a piece of text, and then go from there. So I think what I'll also open right now is Figma. So Figma is a design system that you could use to kind of like design some of your builds out. So here's my app design so far. So you can see we built this screen already. The splash screen, which is kind of like picks different items. And then the one thing we're kind of working on is this thing is like what I was talking about, where it's like, okay, where it says welcome to a pizza party, they'll say now serving. So this is going to be the next kind of piece that we build under components. And then what's playbooks? I think playbooks. So this is that screen I just showed you. I kind of like deviated from this whole design altogether at this point. And then I think that's all I have for the design. I don't know what page for. I think that's just junk. Let me just delete that. So I don't have a design for just the database search, but I think so that's what I meant by collections. So that's probably where that's going to end up. But like, so this screen we still need to build out. But right now we're working on none of these screens. We're actually working on building out the launch window. You can see I don't even have the launch icon here. And that's just to like get the screens running. So that's this button right here. So this is like you kind of have your app here. So I have a Hey Simple app open here. And the idea is that you would be able to launch your app into different monitors. So I got to add in something to identify like what monitors get showing what on this screen. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. So where I left off is, like I said, right now, this is supposed to show the same screen as this blue screen. And there's also this this bug where it's showing a white box at the bottom here, so I gotta clean that up as well. And that's just because it's trying to size before it's full screen. So I think that's just an issue with my MacBook running. And you can see really tiny up here, it says hello world. Have the resolution up really high. I may change that. I know some people were saying they couldn't read my screen, so actually, well, I'll do that later. But I'll probably drop the resolution down so it's a little bit more legible for people. So that's where I'm at. So I think I'm happy the app is working. I was a little confused as to where I left off with this. Let me close Spotify. We're not running Spotify right now. Different dock. But yeah, I just wanted to talk through the app, at least to myself. A lot of this is just me rubber ducking. Rubber ducking is a term that means, so at one point, a guy used to have a little rubber duck on his desk, and to make himself understand exactly what he was trying to do, he would explain it to the rubber duck, and then in the process of explaining it, he would be able to find like little gaps in his thinking and his planning. I was able to plan and write better code. So a lot of what I'm doing here is just rubber ducking to you guys, letting you know where my thought process is as I'm trying to like build this out and go from there. Yeah, so this is the app so far. So the next step is I think we're gonna have to open up the documentation to see. Um, I think yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna get to a little bit more of the nitty gritty of the code. So you can see right here, I have this viewer HTML and this index HTML file. This index HTML is what's running the app, but the thing that's kind of confusing is we kind of have this. Let's close some of these other things. I don't think we need these other things open. Make it simple as possible. Yeah. So we're using Rust, and Rust is new to me, so I'm kind of like kind of figuring that out still. But what happens is in the initialization of the app, it runs this index HTML to build this initial page, right? And it's just running our main TSX. But when we build out our viewer buttons, let's actually open up that code. I don't think I need these dependencies showing. Where is that at? So we have source Tauri, and then we have up here's our TSX. Luffy, welcome Luffy. I'm kind of bummed. I gotta figure out how to get like the joins to show on my screen for the TikTok. So the TikTok shows like chat at the very bottom here, but no one's really seeing that right now. I may get rid of that. I noticed on other TikToks they don't show the chat at all, so I may just get rid of that feature. Since I think only showing the vertical for TikTok at the moment. Yeah, so I'll just keep going here. So the next step is what I'm trying to do is figure out a way. We'll look at the component real quick. I think, yeah, I don't even remember what I built here. I gotta figure this out. Nightingale Forge. That's a cool name. Yeah, this is me. Like, I haven't really been writing code in this for a while. So, like, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I'm trying to remember what the heck I did. Oh, hold on, what does this button do? Okay, so I have two buttons that do exactly the same thing on my screen. I'm gonna close this one. Okay. So I was trying to optimize something there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep trying to figure this out real quick. Right, so the way I had this set up is, I wonder if I can get rid of, nope. Is there's, what's nice about React is you can write these components, but then it's like you get a lot of components and then it's like you start getting confused. So we have the launch screen, right? Which is the screen we're trying to do. And you can see we have this web view. And this right now we have it just Googling banana, right? And then it does this Tauri. So then so basically, yeah, I gotta open up the Tauri documentation. So a lot of programming ends up just being reading documentation. I went full screen with this. Can I just swipe? I'll make a swishy sound each time. I just like the swishy sounds. Okay, so we're gonna open up what's documents. Oh, that's just my documents. Okay, so I'm gonna open up Tauri documentation now. I say Tauri, I think it's Tauri. I don't know why I say Tauri. I always say everything weird. I'm just a weird guy. Yeah, so here's our documentation. Get started, and then what we want to look up is WebView windows. Because the idea, so what's happening is it wants to go to this page, right? So if I just put in view.html, it's not gonna load, which is what I want, right? So let's see what happens there. Right, so go here, and I believe it's this button. Yeah, so you see how it's blank? I can open up documentation, and I'm not the documentation, but there's like a developers window here. If it lets me, it should let me. Open up the developer window, please. Why won't it let me open up developer window? Let me just see if I can open up the developer window on this guy. Okay, so that one's opened. This one did not open. So the fact that it's white, mm, so this is where I left off. It's trying to figure out one, get the development tools to pop up in this window, this this particular window, and it's not doing it. I could have sworn it did that before, but the issue was that it was erroring out on permissions. So I think if I do main.html, right, or index.html, it may load the page again. Let's find out. I gotta swipe, I guess. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. Nope. I'm gonna start the app again. So this is me kind of debugging where I left off, because this is why I kind of stopped. Was I got stuck. My tummy's rumbling. I'm hungry for some reason. So we're just gonna load it again. Look how tiny the app loads. I gotta work on that too. There's a lot of polish here, but I want to get the features in first. Okay, so the idea is that this white screen is going to load this blue screen. So we're trying to get to this. We're trying to get it to say hello world is what we're trying to get it to do. But like I could have sworn the last time I worked on this, I was able to open up developer tools in this little window. So I'm trying to get, why won't it let me inspect element? There we go. That's one way to do it. Console. So here's what we got. So that's one thing I gotta look up is how to disable that, but that's fine. And handle. So you see here where it's like, okay, so this is still trying to. So I named it banana. Not allowed on. Oh, you see how it says 12? Watch, this is me trying to open up the DevTools. Oh, it's not going to show it now. Now that I opened it. But the fact that I did it, because I was just hammering the button here. So it says, hey, WebView internal DevTools not allowed on window. So I guess that's the next step, is see how we actually get the DevTools to load. Because once we get that, we'll probably disable it at some point, but we gotta make sure it loads. So let's go back to this view. I guess it's this view. And we'll do a search for that error here. Yeah, so it's an update from, okay, so what do we gotta do here? Invoke command, okay, so they say there's... This says it was updated, but doesn't say what version though. Because this was fixed in February. See what Stack Overflow says about it. It's just some dude saying do a try catch. What does this guy say? How to fix it? This is saying, look, this is a different issue. Did I specify Tauri in this? Let's type in Tauri. Tauri. Okay, so this is going into the Rust as shown. We're trying to stick with the TypeScript, so we're gonna. Okay, so this says it might be issue of. I'm guessing it might be issue of setting the permissions. But that's fine. I think I'm just kind of going the wrong direction with this. There we go. Let's see. I have this weird tiny little keyboard that I'm using today, so I'm having a little issue with what I'm trying to type here. But I have like another keyboard. I gotta get my keyboard situation squared away, but we'll get there. I just have this Bluetooth one. Like I have another Mac keyboard over here, but it's for work, so I'm just kind of like keeping that separate. I like to keep the two things separate. So yeah, so right now, trying to figure out. Let's look at the error again. How to get around this error. So we got the window to pop up, but like the idea is like, we want to actually just load an instance of just a viewer. So we kind of want this to be like two different builds, and I'm trying to get it to just load a blank page right now, right? So actually, let's start with that. Let's see what this is doing. Yeah, because this is trying to say hello world at root. Does not have the script. It says Tingo viewer. It looks like we broke this page to begin with. I don't know why we did that or how we did that, but that's something we did. Oops. There we go. Alright, so let's just try this again, see if it just loads the single page here. So we close this guy, we hit this guy. Nope. Inspect element. Console. We don't have the error of me. What I'm expecting to see is the word hello world up here. Did we get the HTML though? See, this is root. Yeah, because this seems to be trying to load the main page again. Did I type in... Did I change the path here? On screen. Did I type in main? No, index, yeah, let's just try viewer. Right. Because what I want to do is just make a separate... I wanted to build a separate thing that's just a viewer and not the whole app on a viewer page. Because that should be a little bit more... I don't want to like over design just yet, but like I want to keep it kind of... There we go. Here's our hello world. So we're loading a page right now. So the main thing is we're going to try and build out. So now we're back to where I thought we were going to be, which is we want to make our build bundle two different versions of our JavaScript. So that's going to be a little tricky. But we got this to load our HTML viewer page. So what happens is essentially, well, let's play with this a little bit. Let's double check to confirm that's going to do what we think it's going to do. So we have viewer HTML, right? And we have this index. So we have this index HTML, and this is what it was trying to load. And what we're trying to do is it's going to try and load our main script again here. So we're going to set that button. Yeah. This keyboard's throwing me. Hi, Drizzy. Alright, so if I click this, it's gonna... Okay, so see, it loaded the CSS now, but it didn't load our build here. So we're gonna inspect and see what the error is. Okay, so it doesn't give us an error. I'm a little concerned, because this should show, if this loaded correctly, it should show the same screen that we're looking at here, this gray screen. It's showing up. So well, let's take another, because the other thing I could have done that I wasn't paying attention. So this says root. Does this say root? This says root. This says module. This is module. Okay, so let's get rid of the... This shouldn't matter, but we'll get rid of it real quick. Let's add another div underneath that. Call it viewer demo for now. So I apologize if this is kind of boring, but like right now I'm just trying to figure out what the heck is going on here, because this is all, Tauri is new to me, so like I know how to do this for the web, right? But like there's certain restrictions that I'm not 100% aware of. So there's what's called unknown unknowns. Oh no, I take it back. There's known unknowns, right? Because there's an old quote by some dude. I know which dude, but like some what was the dude's name? He was a secretary of defense, I think. Where he says there's known knowns, which is what you know, known unknowns where you know you're missing some information, and unknown unknowns where you don't know that you're missing information. So I have some known unknowns right now, which is I don't know what the restrictions are for launching this viewer to do what I want. So that's what we're hitting right now. So like, okay, so it says viewer demo. So I updated this, but see, it's not running our script, because our script should pop up a new window here. And like this should match this gray background, but it's not doing that. So we got to figure out why it's not doing that. And I could have sworn. Okay, this has code. I could have sworn open a new window. Fill in sources tab. So we have a sources tab. The other thing too is this is using a different editor that I'm used to, so I'm kind of like thrown by that as well. It's right here. So here's like the compiled code. So it finds it. I'm a little confused why it's not running the app. Let's try this guy. So this is Tauri created elements. See how like it dumped all these HTML elements? That's what I'm kind of expecting to see in the other one. But I'm not seeing that. So my thinking is maybe it's not finding. What if I do this? Could be a pathing issue. So I'm trying to figure out why that is. This may be all I do today, is just figure out this one bug. Kind of boring. I apologize. So this should at least. So I'm kind of annoyed because it's not giving me any errors. Like I just changed the path here. Did not seem to bother it at all. And it finds a code. At least it seems to find it. But you see how like it shows all the TSX files here, so that's kind of concerning. All right, let's look at this guy. I wish I understood what was going on here. Right, so basically what I'm trying to do is, I'll keep repeating it until it makes sense, is we're trying to make a separate page that will render here. Well, maybe there were some differences. No, I don't think it matters much. Oh, this is open tag. Let's close that tag. I don't know how that got messed up there. I don't think that matters, but let's see if it renders correctly now. Nope. So what we're trying to see is like an actual rendering of the same app inside of here. That's what I'm hoping to see, but I'm not quite seeing that. And you see how it has this index HTML? Let's look at this real quick. That's interesting. So it doesn't even have. This says root, but it doesn't have any of the JavaScript files because I think it gets appended here. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this. And then see, here's our JS right here, index.js. I think what's going to happen is I need to look at our um we need two ingestion points. So that might be in the Vite. I may need to look at like our Vite config here. And Vite's the bundler. So this guy right here, Vite config, right? So we're skipping the source Tauri. Plugins React, define config. So I guess we gotta look at the Vite config file here. We have Lawyer Mom. Hi, Lawyer Mom. I am coding away here. I'm trying to debug. So the issue right now is we're trying to get two digestion points for this. And I have this demo thing, but it's only putting in the text. It's not processing the JavaScript. So I'm trying to get it to process the JavaScript. So I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone watching this, but essentially it's not compiling the code that we see in the back here into this new window. And then once I get that to work, then the idea is like we have this other button where we go full screen, right? So here's a full screen. I want to get this to be in that other window. I want this blue screen to be in the other window. So the fact that we're not getting to that blue screen is what I'm trying to resolve right now. And then once we get to that blue screen, then we kind of have this feature more or less done. I have new window 2 here, but I'm probably going to have it detect the devices that are available. Hello, Random Man War on the what are you on? You're on Twitch. Hi. I'm trying to work on this Tauri app. Basically, you make a project. I'll click it again. You can add rules to your project, and those rules essentially will let you run kind of presentations. So the POC is just going to be a now serving screen. So say like now serving 1, you hit spacebar, it will be now serving 2. But you essentially would be programming the fact that you hit spacebar in this screen here. And then the other screen I gotta build is this guy, which is like, I have it say welcome to my pizza party, but I should probably make this be more representative. I'll do that right now. Move this up here. Because this is like our I almost clicked on this, but this is also part of the, this is the design. We need another text window. Where do I get? Oh, well, whatever. I'll just copy paste this one. We'll just say 3. I'll make this nice and big. Make this nice and big. Where is this guy? Wow, that's as big as it's gonna get. I'll make it bigger. I'll make it 300. There we go. Oop, don't want to move that. We want to move our text down. There we go. So this is kind of like what we're building towards, is being able to make this screen, like how I just did that, within our app itself. And then this 3 is going to get powered by the other screen I just showed, which is this one. So basically the input's going to be, you hit spacebar, action's going to be increment serving by 1 would be what you'll set as your action here. So that's that screen, and then what we're working on right now is once you do have the now serving screen, you'll be able to pop it up in a new window here. So this will, when you open this up, eventually it'll say now serving 3 or now serving whatever, right? And then you can make this window full screen if you want, like this, you know, or you can move it over to another monitor. You can do whatever you want at that point. It's not my concern. But that's the idea. So that's what we're building towards, is being able to make something where you could just share different screens and stuff. And then you'd be able to like load different styles and things like that. So like, it'll look like a party screen or a wedding screen, you know, you add themes and things like that. So that's what we're doing. That's the plan. Gonna keep going on this. I love that just random man joined, said hello, and yeah, glad to have you, random man. Let's see here. So back into the thick of it. I think what I want to do is this is just doing um, this is just doing the index, but I think what I'm trying to do is get it to do index and viewer. Um, so I think that's what I need to config. So we were about to go look at, there it is, another set of docs here. And hopefully we'll get something going here. Did I not? Oh, I copied the word now serving. Ah, that's not what I wanted to copy. I do a lot of copy pasting, so I'm dyslexic. I don't need this open. Which is why you see me doing a lot of like, I don't like to type as much. I do a lot of copy pasting, but like, you know, just because I'll make a typo and it drives me nuts when I do that. So what we're doing here, not that guy. We want, oh yeah, that's right. We want to look at, not that guy either. vconfig, this directory. Ooh. There we are. Okay, so we're looking at this because basically we want it to do two different files. Configuring the build options. Code split. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Roll up options. So I might end up doing like a roll. I think it may be me messing with the roll up options here. Because I think what I want to do is do library, if I remember right. If I remember. Because now we're into roll up. Because Vite uses roll up to do a lot of it. I'm just gonna Google this. Let's just Google it. We'll use this bar. Multiple entry points. What did that is not what I wanted. I can't. Not voter. I want Vite. Shaleezy. That's a fun name. Hi and goodbye, Shaleezy. I think it says like it shows people jumping on and disappearing. So I don't know if people just like swiping. That's all they're doing. They're just swiping away. Swiping away. Let's see. Let's try this. This might be what I want. Yeah, build, roll up options. I don't know if I need the input meta euro. Yeah, it might just be this. Oh. Okay, so I guess I could just try. This said entry points. Configuring Vite project root. It does not mention entry points. Let's do a search. Entry point, and we'll just look for entry. Nope, not on this page. That's annoying. Build options. Entry point. So yeah, I think this is what we want. We want this. By default, so also each index. So look, it defaults to index HTML, right? If the builds could use a non-HTML build rollup, so I think this is what we want. Build rollup options input. Build. Do we see? Why is this not there? It's build rollup options. Build rollup options. Rollup options doc. And then we want input. Input. Okay. Your bundle's entry points, e.g. your main app index.js, if you provide array of points. Okay. So I think then we could just do, let's just mess with this file, see if we get this working. Build plugins, clear screen, okay. So we'll just do it right here. Import. Right. So let's see what, do we still have it open? I don't see the, this is where we get confusing, right? So we got input. Yeah, so we'll just do input. I put imports, I want input hat. Input, input. Well, I can't type input, there we go. And then we'll do index. And we'll do index.html. And then we'll do viewer. Viewer.html. See if that just works. Maybe that will just work, right? Maybe that's all we need to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to too many screens. There we are. I think we need to build again, so let's build again. Yeah, let's restart, but we're gonna just build again. Rebuild this thing. Rebuild this thing. Hi, Kirk. Okay, so we built it. So now let's test if we got something. Nope, didn't get anything new. That's a bummer. I was hoping we'd have. So I'm curious because we technically changed the way this beat file is supposed to load. This is still trying to load main. So we should have up here, yeah, because we only have just the index file still, so it didn't seem to do anything. I'm just gonna clear this out. Because what I was expecting to happen, we'll change this to viewer. No, we'll just keep it for now. What I was expecting to happen was that it should build in the assets folder. Yeah. Okay. We'll run this again. One, it should just give me a freaking error. It's not erroring, so that's kind of suspect. And then two, if it's not erroring, it should have given me two different files there. But it seems to just load just fine, which is a little like, okay, what's it doing under the hood then? It doesn't seem to be respecting my Okay, so now see, like, now we're not seeing our assets here. Like, why didn't it build? I guess I gotta run build. Let's just run build. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you those are just build files. Build. There's the error. Found two errors in the same file. Okay, so what's the errors here? Default new window options. Error options is declared, but the value is never read. Line 30. So this is something completely different, but we might as well fix it anyway since we're here. So we're looking at launch screen TSX. Let's look at launch screen TSX. Line 32 does not like these options. I agree, let's get rid of them. And this is something where we're gonna go back and forth a lot, try and sort out. What's the other error here? Toggle new window. Oh, does this break it then? So we have this function, but it says we're not using the option. I guess we're not using those options anymore, huh? Okay, so that should be good. Let's build again. It should allow us to build this time. I'm gonna fix our code. We got rid of, like, basically it prompted me to get rid of stuff that wasn't getting used. Okay, found 2 errors. We just fixed 2 errors. Found 2 more errors. Expected 2 arguments, got 3, and launch screen 2 seconds. Okay, so it's only giving me 2 errors at a time, which is annoying, but we could fix it. 103 was down here. What did it not like? Okay. Expected 2 arguments, but got 3. Okay, let's undo what I just did, because I think that just caused more bugs. So tile new window. So the options is the payload here, options. But we're no longer using options, but we're passing in potentially. So I think what I'm going to do for right now is we'll just add a console, and we're just going to console log out the options just to use it so it stops complaining. And that might be something we build out later. What's kind of annoying is with TypeScript, sometimes you just want to see it work, but it's going to complain if it's not like fully fleshed out code. And that's something I just don't like about TypeScript over just regular JavaScript. JavaScript will let you do anything, but then, you know, that has its own detriments as well. Error. Default was declared and the value is never read. Okay, so still doesn't like that we have a default window, so we'll get rid of that if it's still not used. So now hopefully it will build. I just want to see what it does, because I want to see if it builds the viewer page for us. Because what we're trying to do right now is just say, hey, if we build, does it build out the viewer, or is it going to do something else? Okay, now it's doing stuff. Okie dokie. Got stuff going on now. We're building away. Also, we got a Mateo. Welcome, Mateo. Working on an app. And it's kind of, I'd say it's about 50% done. So it's kind of hard to get people to wrap their heads around it just yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. How are we doing on time here? Oh, this doesn't tell me my time. Oh, there it is. We're almost up to an hour. Wow. I usually stream, by the way, for like little 2-hour stints, because I get like just tired talking to myself for 2 hours. Waiting for this thing to finish building. Like, see how I got like almost to the end there and it's waiting for like 2 bits of something or other. I'm gonna get some coffee. Oh, nope, it's done. It's doing things now. Doop doop doo, doop 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 doo. Oh, okay, so actually build apps. Let's see what happens on the build. I want to see if this even loads. Okay, so that loaded. What does this do? Okay, that did not do anything. What does this do? Okay, that does. Okay, so the good news is we confirmed that our app still builds, so it did say failed to run. I don't know, it seems to do something here. Oh well. We'll play with that part later, I'm not too worried. Though I think I am going to take a really quick coffee break. I'll be right back like in 2 or 3 minutes. Just grabbing some coffee. Oh, we got a mixture eyeball. Mr. Mrs. Mixture Eyeball, I'll be right back. I am getting some coffee. Could put on the BRB. You know, I'm actually gonna leave this open. I can just walk away. I'm walking away. Alrighty. I got my coffee. I'm good, I got coffee now. Thank you for the wave, Mixture Eyeball. Maybe stuck around. It's weird because it tells me. Oh, I got 69 viewers. Nice. It tells me a number of viewers, but it won't tell me if you're watching at the moment. Only that you jumped on and saw me as you're like flicking through the TikToks. So that's always neat. Anywho, so okay, so it built. I was curious. The reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to see if this would then generate. Yeah, so you see, like on the build, it did generate new index files, but it didn't generate the viewer files. So that tells me a few things. It tells me one are that this input did not work. So let's look up that. But this is for build, so I'm kind of confused. How to get two endpoints, because I know rollup will do. I guess we'll look up library rollup. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, so we want multi-entry. So this is, I wonder if I just need to install this. Because this is what I was trying to do, right? So I think I need to do output as well. But I think, see, I feel like this is built in, right? We got a Jason. Hi, Jason. I am trying to learn a little bit more about rollup, Vite, and Rust right now. because I'm trying to get this to have 2 entry points, index and a viewer. So I think we also wanted output. That might be what's screwing this up. And I think I have the formats wrong. I think I'm just doing this all wrong. This is what it comes down to. But you know, I gotta do it wrong several times before I get it right. I tend to learn from making tons and tons and tons of mistakes. But I tend to be a bit tenacious. So we'll figure it out. Because right, we got input. So this one thing is doing it as an array, but this is a package. I think I could just do it because I thought we could do this with V. So we got output directory. Is there input directory? Because we have roll up options. What does watch do? Oh, this may be too. I may just jump to another issue at this point, just to because I don't want to be stuck on this all day. But we'll see. Let's see here. Target, build target. Okay, no, that's not what we want. We got out directory. I am just okay. You know what we're gonna do? Let's take a step back because I think we may not have to even mess with this. So I'm gonna just undo this because this doesn't seem to do what we want. I think we'll need to mess with this once we get to the view, the build part. But it's doing just index right now. So we got viewer HTML, which loads main TSX. Let's look at main TSX. Main TSX is just, yeah. And that's just wrapping app from .app, app TSX. So, why is it? Right? Because what's confusing to me at this point is essentially it's not running the JavaScript, and I'm not sure why. That's the real crux of it right now. It's basically it opens up the screen, the viewer HTML, right? So let's go to viewer HTML, and then we have it trying to load in the same file as this guy, right? But this guy has that, so let's get rid of this. And then when it tries to load in main, it's supposed to stick it in this root, but it does not want to do that, and I don't know why. It'll do it on the main file. So let's go. I think I'm going to just take another step back. So launch screen, right? We have it on indexed HTML as the viewer. Oh, so that's one thing. Let's put this. Oops. So it seems to load index HTML, but it's not rendering it. Oh yeah. Wait. Also, we have closing our app. So let's just do dev mode again. Load up our app again in dev mode. We have Astrid. Hi, Astrid. There's our little cozy capybaras. Right. This just doesn't inspect element. Right? Because this is loading. Why is this file grayed out? Why is this grayed out? Is it just... I just want to see. Does it look grayed out? Okay, that's grayed out. Okay, so that's normal for it to look grayed out. So I'm just confused because, like, here's our module. It loads on this page just fine. I think it's because we're not passing in some sort of properties. I'm not sure what. And I'm not getting error messages. Let's click on this guy again. This is always driving me nuts. I want to know what that's about. Features no display ID. So let's Google that. See what this. See if we figure out this error. Maybe this is the error. That's the thing, is a lot of times it's like I just don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the known unknown is, right? I know something I don't know. It's not is the Yeah, okay, here's someone else. What do we got going on here? Cargo install wasm been sealing and cargo Tauri so I have to on it and it works. Buying a new MacBook. That is not the solution we're looking for. So we're just trying to figure out. It's funny when you look at bugs. Okay, so this is October, so this is like recent. This is like a month ago. So we're kind of cutting edge here. Everything starts saying these as well. And Tauri. Okay. Okay, so a bunch of people are getting this issue. No one seems to have a solution in this particular setup. Okay, so at least it's not me, but they're like, it sounds like this is part of this blank screen issue's not just me. But we gotta figure this out. This is kind of like a crux to our what we want to build here. So this is a really tiny window here. I want them done with this stream. Like this is the first time I'm trying to actually do some live, like some real coding here. I think I'm gonna try and make all these, like it's hard for me to read this. I don't know if you guys can even read any of this. It's too tiny. Maybe I'm just getting old. Oh, I am old. Look at this white hair. I'm an old guy. Let's see. So it finds a file. It just doesn't want to render it. I don't know why it doesn't want to render. Why you don't want to render? Console. I'll do the HTML. All right. What command are we doing here? Web view window. Right. Let's see here. This is on Android though. I think okay, this guy's kind of doing the same thing. Tauri config JSON. Let's add this. Windows show true. Oh, okay. I'll have to play up this because I feel like this is a different issue. So that this issue here is um oh, my app disappeared. Why did my app disappear? Oh, it's right there. This one is when we reload this guy, see how like it flickers white? That's to fix that. Also, why did that? So that's not the issue we're having. The issue we're having is we make a new window. This window does not seem to represent. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's start looking up and see if there's some other value I'm supposed to pass into WebView window, and that might be the issue. So let's look up Tauri WebView window documentation. So there's a few things I'm trying to figure out here. Oh, that's not good typing at all. Tauri WebView window. Doop doop doo. Look at all this. Okay. Does this say WebView window? WebView window. Have to page. Okay, this just passes in embedded page. So I think what I'm going to do is on this page I mentioned all these properties. Tauri allow this window. Tauri config JSON. What is my Tauri config JSON looking like? Tauri config JSON. App windows. Yeah, okay, let's add that. Let's add these properties to that. Script, we're just gonna add them all. We'll just add everything. I'm just trying. Okay, let's double check this though. So we have. I could have sworn I had a different file that mentioned. Because I know there was a file that I was doing where I was adding in. Ba, ba, ba. This is our migrations. Let's remain. There it is. So I guess this is different than core window. So we have. Let's see if I could find this because I'm wondering if there's more permissions I need to add to it. That's what's not working. So we'll look into that before I add the other one because I don't have anything else on there. So I'm kind of, I don't think that's the. This is the thing where it's like there's a lot of different ways I could approach this, and it's just like it's gonna be trial and error of this guy's just. um. I am confused. This is from 10 months ago. So I'm starting to feel like it's a permissions issue. But I don't know. It's kind of annoying because there's like, I would hope that Tauri would have the list of permissions here. See, look, allow. Apparently, I messed with this before. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because it's going to be core web view, right? Allow something. Their documentation. That's the thing with Tauri is the documentation's kind of bad. And they know it. They're working on it. What are we looking at here? Permissions. See, I want a list of all the permissions. Like, I don't know why that doesn't exist somewhere. Or is at least accessible. No, that's kind of like no results. I can't find any results for anything I'm trying to look up here. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, why is this not working? Window. Also, what API? Okay, so this is... See, this is the thing. I jumped into the wrong API list now. References. They really, really need to fix their documentation because it's starting to get annoying. Windows. Core permissions. So here's the permissions we're looking for. We got image permissions, permission table, vault permissions, core. This is just for menus. Tray web view. So what we got going on here? Create web view, create web view, create web view window. Allow create web view window. I think I have that right. Okay, this is one thing I need for sure. Is allow internal toggle dev tools. Let's turn that on. That may actually help us right now. I'm just going to save that. Hopefully that'll tell us what's going on here. Core web view, allow internal toggle web view dev tools. See if that hopefully that will... Okay, it has to build now. Allow print, allow reparent, set review focus, set web view position. Okay. Doop doo. So now hopefully I can just do this. Nope. Why? Okay, whatever. I just added that. Internal toggle dev tools. Did I not just add that? Internal toggle dev tools. We're gonna kill this. We're gonna rebuild it. We're gonna rebuild it. Hopefully I'll get more dev tools here. It's dumb because I can do inspect element, and that pretty much does the same thing as what I'm trying to do here. Web view internal dev not allowed on viewer, web viewer, local. Blah. That is literally core web view allowed. This is kind of crazy. Man, I was hoping to get somewhere today, but I don't know what we're doing now. Like, what are we at? We're an hour and a half. I'm starting to get frustrated. Like, I don't know why it's not showing stuff in that window. Well, it's showing stuff, it's just not allowing, it's not running any JavaScript, which is annoying. Let's just window. Default permissions. Core web view default. Did I add core web view default? Core web view default, it's right there. Core web view, allow create web view window, allow create web view, allow internal toggle dev tools. See, this one should do it. Core, allow, whatever. Let's go through these permissions again. Clear out, don't care about browsing data right now. We have create web view. Allow create web view window, we have that. Get all web views, we don't really care about that. Internal dev tools, deny print, allow print. Deny parent, set web view focus, deny set, allow. So let's just allow. Focus, size, zoom, close, positions, allow view show. We'll add this guy because I think we'll need that later. Right, so we have all these permissions. I just don't understand why this thing doesn't want to render the build in this. Right, because all we're trying to do is on this window here, we click this guy, and this should show us the build again, because it's literally trying to load the index again. So I'm not sure why that's not working. Because it sees the code. It sees the code just fine. It just does not want to run the code. Maybe, I think this is going to be a Hail Mary here. We're going to just do Tauri, React, web window. Let's just say this does not seem to work. misspelled Tauri. I don't know why I keep hitting the caps button here. Tauri, web view, window, React, loading. You know what I might just do? Just real quick. Yeah. This is annoying. Like, this has literally been me spending an hour and a half trying to figure out why this bug doesn't want to render. To new windows. So I'm doing this app. Alright, clicks a button, users web view address front end. Now I need access to them, but I have no clue how to do it. Okay, so it shows up. Okay, this is literally what I did. I guess we gotta rebuild it. Reread this again. So this is app command pin builder build. Using the app setup hook ensures stack windows and Tauri plugins are initialized. Alternatively, you can create a window after building the app. So we got Tauri builder default, build, Tauri generate context, build. Okay, so it might be. Oh, I guess we'll try this because I have no idea what's going on here. It's a little frustrating. It might be that we need to specify two different. Because right here, right? Tauri window URL. Yeah, let's try this. I think. This is web view window, right? This is what we tried to do. Path to page HTML. Creating new. The window instance can be queued using the label get window method in Rust or web view window get by label in JavaScript. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and do this, right? I think this is what we're gonna try. I think we're gonna write some Rust here. We're not gonna be scared of Rust, and we're gonna actually write some Rust. So we're gonna go back to our source Tauri main, right? Because it's just running. This is our main. It's our migration. I think that's all we need is that build. What's the build here? Tauri build. Okay. So this says Tauri builder default setup. Because this is what I've been doing, right? This is literally what I have in there. Path to page. When creating windows in the Tauri command, I think this builds it on runtime. I don't want it on runtime. Runtime window. You could create windows on runtime. We don't want to do that. This is weird. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Because this is what I did. Okay, here. If you want to create additional, but you need to make sure the present in the disk directory at build time. Always depends on your front end setup. If you're using V, create an additional input. So it looks like this is suggesting that I was on the right path here. Okay. So I think we need roll up options input. Yeah. Let's try this. But I don't think this is necessary, but we'll give it a go. Config roll up. Is there just a build? No. Let's look back at this then. Though I may take a break in half an hour to grab lunch. Well, we'll try this. So what we're trying to do is just get the damn thing to load two separate pages. Okay, so we got ES build. I don't even know what this is supposed to be doing. Whatever. We'll just get this going. It wants results. Let's look back at our library here. I don't know if results available to us. We'll find out. Result from path. Result from path. Okay, so viewer is all we want. All we want is damn viewer. Okay, so that should do. Hi, Destiny. Destiny keeps popping in and out. And the name just keeps popping in. Destiny. Okay, so hopefully that will do something. Let's find out. We're gonna kill all the processes. We're gonna do a build, and hopefully it won't give us any errors. And then once we build, we're gonna do a dev, and then some chunks are okay, whatever. And if it does a dev properly, then we're in business. But the idea is at this point we'll have two entry points. We have the basic app, and then we have the viewer, which is just going to be what gets tossed onto a screen. Okay, so we build the app again. Okay, it seems to at least build. That's good. Close all that. It seems to be trying to build another bundle now. Last time it crashed on this, and that may be something I need to fix at a later date. I just want to get this going. Okay, so let's do dev now, and hopefully now maybe you'll actually do what we want. We will see. We shall see. Alright, so we click this guy, we click this guy. Nope, did not work. Inspect element. The thing is, does this say, what does this say? Viewport. Yeah, this is just a regular. I don't know why okay, you know what we're gonna do? I'm over it. So we have view. Did I type view or viewer? Maybe I just did it wrong. Okay, so one thing is get rid of that guy. Vconfig. What did I type? Viewer, viewer. That looks right to me. This looks right. So in our build here, that was the other thing we need to check. Okay, we just got main. We only have main. Oh wait, it did move viewer. Okay. So it moved it into our disk folder. So that, I think we actually made a little bit of progress there, which is good. So that is a totally different file. So we can name this viewer. And we're just gonna run. Okay, so that was something we did. Like I knew we needed to do a little bit of config here, so this seems to be what we wanted. Roll up option set up this way. So then that dumped it into here, but then we're still having the same issue where when it's loading this file, it's not it's still not running the JavaScript for whatever reason. So we gotta figure out. We fixed one issue, one minor issue, but the big problem's still there. So we're gonna do another build real quick. We'll build again, and then we'll do another dev, and it should. What I was looking at earlier was I was looking to see what the header was named, and the header was showing the wrong file. So I want to just load the right file in there, and then if that works, I'm going to try and write just a dumpy little JavaScript file instead of loading React, just to see if it's an issue with the React or if it's an issue with the JavaScript. And for those that don't know, React is a library for JavaScript that helps me build components. So if it's a React issue, then I can sort it that way. But if it's a JavaScript issue, then we're just going to continue what we're doing, which is like mess with the configs and see if we can figure out what the issue is. So that seemed to build okay. We're going to close that for now. And then once it's done bundling, we're going to try and do a dev again. And then we'll see what we're getting to our. So I'll probably take a break, go grab some lunch, come back, maybe do another 2 hours. I'm not sure. I definitely want to make progress on this, but maybe something where I have to just go study for a bit, which is a little frustrating. And I don't think me studying on camera is fun. So, we'll figure it out though. We'll get this going. I'm just happy that at least I'm sitting down and trying to focus on this for a little bit. All right, so we got this guy. I'll click on this guy. Viewer demo. Okay, so we're loading our viewer page, but we're still not loading any JavaScript. So now, like I said, what I'm going to try and do now is we're going to toss away the React in the viewer demo page, and we're just going to write some raw JavaScript just to see it do something. If I can remember raw JavaScript. So viewer. So it's this script right here. So we can just get rid of this script. Give this, call this banana. And then we'll say, I don't even remember how to write regular JavaScript. Okay, function. Doop doop doop. We're just writing a function here. And then we'll do, I want to do get element by ID, but I forget what that's called. So we'll say const container content. I actually like that. Was get no element. Yeah, let me look that up. I think it's the functions get element by ID. I don't see that popping in there. JavaScript. Yeah, just get element by ID. Why did that pop in there then? Oh, I need document. Being dumb. I forgot I got reference document in there. Document. Get element by ID. Element by ID. And our ID is banana. banana. And then we're gonna do content.text. I think that's all you gotta do. JavaScript is working. Right, I think that's all I gotta do. Let's see if that works. Go back to this guy, go here, close this guy. And basically it should say, yeah, so I don't know if I did that right. It's not letting me. What does it say here? Yeah, that was me clicking around. Okay, so I don't know if it did. Oh, you know what? I'm being dumb. I am being totally dumb because you know what? This is just a function. I gotta instantiate it. Let's instantiate. And I'm gonna actually do another thing here, which is I'm gonna console log. It does not like my comment. This is a I need a keyboard. Console log. We're just debugging things at the moment. Go back to this guy. Close this guy. I want to see if it just does it. Nope. So let's try this. Inspect element. Console. Nothing's happening here. Text content is not a function. Ah. This is just text. JavaScript. Put text and update move. Was it append? Was it append? Oh, inner HTML. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That's right. I already forgot. I forgot that. This thing up. Paste. Okay, so that should actually work. Let's go back here. I just want to see some JavaScript. There we go. JavaScript is working. So it's not an issue with the JavaScript. And if I go clear filter, so I'm a little confused because oh, this is a console log. There's my console log. Okay, so JavaScript's working. React isn't working. Why is React not working? That's going to be the question. I'm not getting any errors, so we got to figure that out next. So not sure why that's not working here, right? So I'm just gonna leave in. I'm gonna get rid of this though. I'm just gonna leave in a console log. I'm gonna just say this. Say new viewer initialized. And we'll put some gobbledygook in there to be cool. Be cool dudes. This is us being cool dudes. Alright. Is it not like how I spelled initialized? I forgot I in there, initialized. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, thank you for the like, Suka. I am just try my best at getting back into the groove of coding. So I'm leaving this init in here because I want to see it actually do something on this. So what we've done today is if we've got it to load our window in a new I can't talk anymore. What we did is if I do a dev run here, I'll just walk through it again. What we've been trying to do is just make it load 2 digestion points for our app. We got one of them, so this is the index, right? But what we're trying to do is when we go to here, we want to load up a new viewer, which is this. We got this viewer demo, and if I do view inspect element now, we should see in the console. It didn't do it this time. That's weird. I was expecting to say initialize. Did I accidentally delete a line here? So this is another error that I've been getting a lot. This page has no display ID, so we don't need this one open anymore. So I'm a little concerned about maybe that's why it's getting a bit buggy here, but we'll sort through this. All right, let's try this again. Your demo, spec element, console. So it may just be that, you know, let's go back here. And let's see if the code's there. Because what I think what's happening, it might just be, let's undo this, right? Let's undo this. Because this is showing us something, right? Okay, so we're changing the inner HTML. Right, so it did it there. If I open up the window again, it did it there. Inspect element, console. We're not getting our console log on init. So I'm very confused by that. Right? But like if I write the code, it'll re-render it. I think I gotta figure out this error. I think this is the error that's been holding us up, to be honest. But like at least we got this far. I'm gonna do a commit right now. I think this is good enough to I don't want to be repeating this step like next time I come on, so let's do. Because now we got somewhere where because right now we do have it so it loads two different files here. So the next step is making it so that one HTML is what gets passed to the different windows that we want, and then the other HTML is what actually runs the application. So we're getting somewhere with this. I was hoping to get further. I think I need more. So my brain's the type of brain that there's a threshold of coffee that if I drink a certain amount of coffee, I just get sleepy. And I'm at the sleepy coffee point, so now I need more coffee. So I shall be right back. I will leave this open though. I am back with my coffee. My coffee fee. Thank you for the viewers who stuck around for my little coffee break there. Yeah, so I'm gonna push that real quick. Bam. All right, so made a bit of progress there. So that's good. What we got to do though is figure out what's going on here. We're getting this weird bug. Because I think it's this not that bug. I think ultimately now the issue is if we could sort out this dev bug, or it's giving us like can't find page ID, I think we'll be in a better space. Because I'm wondering if it's that page ID that's screwing us up. Because look, we see hello world JavaScript is working, so it's running the JavaScript, but we're not getting, yeah, look. This page has no display ID. Okay, so this is a direct line context menu. Page has no display ID. Similar, but it's just clear. Again, this guy just said bought a new MacBook. Let's close this. So it suggests there might be an issue of npm install. npm audit fix. Okay, so let's try this again. So this only pops up when I try to open up the console to see what's going on under the hood. I'm gonna try at this point just so I'm not losing my mind here. Right, so assets main, what's our viewer say? So I'm confused because this guy does load the module up here. So I think I'm going to try that real quick. Root. Well, let's just do. We'll do 2 windows here. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Root in the net, and then what I want to do is we'll go back to this index here, and we're just going to copy this main TSX. So what I probably should do is if this doesn't work, I'll start building out a viewer TSX, and then maybe that'll tell us where the bug is. Because that might be what the issue is. So let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. Go, 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 go. Giving this a go. Giving this a go. Yeah, so this still didn't do it. So we're gonna do it now. We're gonna rebuild. We're gonna build again. This is one last attempt on this. Okay, so this is, we know JavaScript works. We know there's a viewer. So yeah, we're gonna just see if we could just make a new bit of code here. A new bit of code here, because I'm wondering what I'm feeling is the issue is I bet. Well, we'll just go down the rabbit hole here. So we're gonna say viewer TSX, right? I don't think we have a viewer TSX, right? We have a main. Where's main TSX? Let's see main components. Oh, because it's not a component. It's this guy. So we're just gonna copy this guy. We can make a new one. This is our new entry point. Viewer TSX. Viewer TSX. Viewer TSX. Load app from app. I don't think we're gonna load app. Load viewer app. Viewer app. Viewer app. So now we gotta create viewer app. It's gonna complain until we do that. So here's app. Copy this, make a new thing. We'll call it viewer app. Did I? No, there is. Okay. TSX, viewer app TSX. Paste this in. But here's the thing: we're gonna get rid of all this. I'm gonna say hello world. And what we're doing here? How we doing? Doing all right. We're almost at 2 hours here. If I can focus for 2 hours, that would make me happy. Hello world. Don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. Get rid of all these things. Use state splash. We're not using screen. We're not using project. So get rid of all this stuff right here. And this is called viewer app. Guess we don't need that. Don't think we need side menu bar. Get rid of all this. Okay, so now it should just be its own little app. It does nothing. This should do nothing. We are going to use app CSS for right now. Okay. So we have viewer app. This is calling viewer app from viewer app. That should exist now, but so what's the effects now, right? Yeah, there we go. This is on root. Let's go back. So now, my gut's telling me what's going to happen is it just didn't like permissions on something, and it was just hiding that the whole time. I bet you that was it. I bet you just didn't like the permissions. All right, so we should see a hello world gray box. Nope. Did I screw something up? Let's see here. Body viewer TSX. Did that not? Okay, well, why does it not like React then? I don't know. That's pretty straightforward, right? Did I not? Okay, let's look back at our viewer HTML. Do we not have a root? We have a root. We have an init. We have a script, source, viewer, TSX, source, viewer, TSX. That's just a wrapper. See, it just won't initialize React. That's just bizarre. All right, so we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna get rid of this viewer demo. We're gonna get rid of init. Get rid of our init script because we know it's there. It just doesn't want to work. So there's viewer. How's that different from index? So you see it's like main TSX, viewer TSX. That's pretty much what we want. And then we go to our viewer app. That should be loading viewer app from viewer app. Let's see, what does main do? Import app from .app. App. I'm just checking for typos right now. Viewer app, viewer app. So technically I shouldn't need this TSX. I don't think that's gonna matter though. So yeah, then it does viewer app here, and it should basically what I'm trying to see is I want to see it dump this into to our application, right? Yeah, and then we have app CSS, so it should just be loading our fonts. That's all app CSS does. Yeah, so this should be rendering. I don't know why. It's very confusing, right? Because it like we'll just do another build. Do another build just to be on the safe side. And then if this builds, right? And then we'll do another dev, and then hopefully that should be it. Hopefully that will be it. Like if we could see like a gray box in there that says "Hello World," then I think we're good. But we're at over 2 hours, so this may be the last thing I try. Close that. Wait for this to get done. And if this doesn't work, I don't know. Then I'll have to like go back to thinking about what I want to do with this app. Okay, so that's done. So let's try Tauri run Tauri dev here. Hey, okay, we got something, guys. We did it. We had a thing. We got React working. Not sure what the hell the issue was there, but that's React. It's working. We got our hello world. That's we did it. That's the one thing I was trying to get done today. Is get the damn thing to load React in a separate window. So what's happening now is this window, right? This is our parent window. Built this window. You can see it says Tauri app here. We'll play with that. And then in this, it's actually instantiating a new instance of React. Not sure what the issue was. I think we just had to build it once. So I guess we did need, in the long run, we did need to do the step here where we had to configure two different paths here. So once we did that, that seems to allow the build to build the process initially, which then once we built it once, we can dev it. So now we have a dev. So now I ultimately should be able to do, you see how we have like this button to go blue screen? I think that's gonna be our next step, is we were trying to end today with getting the blue hello world in there. And then once we get that going, then we'll probably have to write some sort of process to pass data along to those viewers. So that's going to be, we should have, if we go to our components here, there should be a view probably. Playbook view, no. Workspace screen, splash screen, slide menu bar, scroll form. Somewhere in here, menu item, image, home view, full screen viewer. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to now put in, was this the button? No, this is our app. So now we're going to put in the full screen viewer component to our viewer app and then see what happens. So we're actually going to get rid of, well, do we want the full screen? Well, we'll just toss it in and see what happens. Oops, I hit a typo. We're just going to toss it in, see what it does. Did it not input? Yeah, import it. What is it saying? What does it want? Okay, so let's look at a few full screen viewer props here. Full screen viewer props. Full screen viewer props. Action handler. It demands, well, I guess is full screen false. We'll put is full screen false. Where is that viewer app? I think we're gonna pass this in as false. Okay, so let's just see what this does. I'm very curious. So look, kind of, I think we already broke it. Yeah. This is really annoying because like I think the whole issue is we're not really getting the debugging that we desire from all this. Let's do this full screen. Maybe this only renders. There we go. Ah, there we are. Look at that. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did a thing. So that's all we were trying to do. But man, that was kind of annoying to get there. So, right. So, what we did is we have two options here. We can hit this button to go full screen, hello world, right? And then we got this button, which will just do this window, hello world. That's all we wanted to do today. So we're on our way here. So what's going to happen is we're going to build out this component to actually show like that now serving screen that we're talking about earlier. But this was it. That was pretty much what I was trying to accomplish, was make it so that there's two different ways to instantiate the view. Either you just take over the whole screen like that, or oops, I guess I gotta figure that out too. Or you could just pop out a new window. So, and then the other thing I'm going to do is in this window itself, I'm going to have a viewer of that hello world. And yeah, that'll be it. That'll be what we do. It'll be cool like that. It'll be cool like that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to save this work, and then we're just going to call it for now. I'm going to go grab some lunch. Let's see, get status. Man, that was annoying. I don't know why I was having issues with that. Adds React and treat. Component. There we are. That's our little bit of work for today. So yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys popping in and checking out what I'm doing. Was hoping to get a little bit farther, so I'll try and jump in later. I do have like an errand I need to run by the end of next week, so I don't know. Um, I'll probably not be streaming tomorrow. I may stream a little later today, and I may stream on Tuesday and probably Wednesday. So hope you check me out. I fingers crossed we get the now serving screen done by the end of the week. At least we'll get one of our POCs done. Um, there's a lot to do with this app. It's still a work in progress, but I think we're coming along, which is great. Yeah. So let's look at our Lucid Spark here. So like this is what we're doing right now. We're working on this now serving POC. I still gotta do. I'll probably start on the next screen tomorrow. And then I did have, is it, yeah, so this is like, we may start on this tomorrow. Um, and then I may end up just tossing in something real quick for collections. I'm not sure. Um, if I go, does this have yeah, home? So if we look at our to-do list, where are we on our to-dos? Oh, just load, please. There we are. We're building out child components still. Um, we haven't even saved any of the components yet for creating component generation. So this stuff is gonna be kind of interesting when we get to that. But we are working on this. We are working on the now serving MPPs. We'll actually just add a little horsey there. And yeah, that's where we're at. Still gotta do this, and we're probably gonna do this last. I think we're at a point where we got enough of our setup that I may wireframe one more screen, but I'm not like too crazy about that. So we'll see where we end up with that. But I think we're on a progress. And yeah, thanks for joining me in this new space that I'm working on. This is all a work in progress still, so we'll see how that ends up. I'm gonna talk to my landlord, see if I can actually paint a mural behind me, because I think that'd be kind of fun. Let's just have a giant mural there. Like maybe it might be the same thing as this, just painted on there. Um, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Thanks for checking me out. I'm gonna grab some lunch. I'm kind of hungry. Bye bye. Take care. Avidaze and arrivederci. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I was about to say Avidaderci. That's not a word. Okay. Adios, guys. Bye bye.